Hi, and welcome to Ion Radio. I'm Ken.
I'm John.
And welcome to another Star Wars Armada battle report.
Yep.
So today we're flying, again, Rebel versus Imperial, because that's what you guys really want to see. I have two Assault Frigate Mk.IIs, a CR-90, and a couple transport, and a whole bunch of X-Wings.
Yes. So today someone was asking to see a fleet, two-ship with Pryce, just what the archetype was like. I think the archetype's technically dead now since the Hangar came out, because the key to this fleet is pretty much the Quasar, and the Hangar can kill the Quasar from across the table. And I also think since LTTs came out, which I didn't give you, by the way.
That's okay.
Fighters, this specific list isn't as good anymore. And the same thing with the Super Star Destroyer. This list does not do well against Super Star Destroyers. So with those three coming out, I think this archetype is going to be seen less of.
But we're going to show it to you today. I should point out that John did build both fleets today, so this is a John special that I'm flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of happened that we had an opportunity to play some Armada, so it was a very quick build for us today.
Correct. So this fleet also, just asterisk, this is not the type of fleet I like flying. I like Sloan. During the whole heyday of two-ship, I flew 2+1 with Sloan, concentrating on killing two-ship, and I do that quite well with her with generics. This is like a very ace-heavy Alpha Strike list, which I'm a very defensive player if you've seen any of our matches. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Alright, so let's get to the fleets, and then we'll get started with the report.
Okay, so here is the two-ship with Pryce and Thrawn list. So the archetype has a few things that you can change on it, so I'll just point out the things that I bring that other people don't, or may choose not to. So basically, it's an Imperial 2 with Grand Admiral Thrawn, Gunnery Teams, Electronic Countermeasures, and Governor Pryce. That's pretty much a very basic Star Destroyer. Next, you have a Quasar 1 with Captain Brunson, Squall, boosted comms. That's kind of the core, and then some flavor that you can throw in there, which I'm bringing, is flight controllers and expanded Hangar Bay. So I like flight controllers because I like dominating the fighter phase, and that is a great way to do it. Now on to all the fighters and all the aces. So the four things that make this list like really go well is Morna Kee, Maarek Stele, Colonel Jensen, and then Dengar to give them all counter and allow them to move around freely. The rest of the list you can fill in as you pretty much please, but they're usually Zertik Strom for his escort ability, with Mauler Mithel because he's really good at just dropping in and doing free damage. And then the last thing, some people will bring Reimer. I personally, again, prefer doing fighter phase, so I brought two TIE fighters. So let's see how this goes.
Alright, so let's take a look at this Akbar fleet. So Ackbar is going to be on an Assault Frigate Mk.II-B with gunnery teams, quad battery turrets, and electronic countermeasures. When you look at the second Assault Frigate, same setup minus Ackbar, so another Mark B with gunnery teams, quad battery turrets, electronic countermeasures. We move on to the one ship that's not paired up. We have a CR-90A with turbo laser reroute circuits, and it is Jaina's Light. And we have two medium transports. Each one has comms net. For the squadron complement, we have Jan Urs and 5 standard generic X-Wing squadrons.
Okay, so I have 384 for my bid, which is technically light for two-ship. Because I brought expanded hangar and the flight controller, it pushed me there. But a lot of times you'll see it closer to 375 if you drop those two upgrades and mainly run your ship to naked. So I got to choose. I choose to go first because I'm Pryce, because that makes sense. And the options are surprise attack, contested outpost, and superior positions. I'm going to go with Contested Outpost. Okay, so here's my deployment. I have my Quasar. I drop down first at speed 1 because it's going to be commanding squadrons. And then I put all my squadrons out here. I used the debris field to cover some of my important ones so they can't get locked down. My last deploy, you had to be majorly out deployed, so my ship, my Star Destroyer, goes here at speed 2, and I chose turn 2 to use Governor Pryce on.
Okay, so the bulk of my force, I've got the 2 AFMs at speed 2. The Gazantes are at speed 1, hiding behind here so that they
Transport. Imperial transports.
Yeah, they're the rebel transports. That's what I meant. And then the CR-90 over here at speed 3. I didn't have really an opportunity to look at how I'd want to do this fleet, so this is me throwing things together really quick. But since we're using Ackbar, my idea is to try and shoot out the sides using gunnery teams and take a few ships out. So we'll see if I can get maybe 2-3 rounds of points with the contested outpost.
We're going to activate the Quasar. But before I activate the Quasar, I'm going to use Squall, so I can move 3 units before revealing a dial when I activate a ship up to distance 2, as long as they're not ending engaged. So we're going to first move Mora forward, because she likes to go forward to about there. And then we're going to move Jendon to about here. And then I think I'm going to move Mithel to about there. Let me check ranges. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, and then I reveal a squadron. I don't think I'm going to launch my squadrons forward right now, but I could. And we're not going to do that. So we're going to take it as a token and then move distance 1. To you.
So I'm going to start out, since usually I don't get to do this. Start with the GR-75 transport. I have a squadron command. We're just going to take that as a token and comms net it to Ackbar's ship. And then move him forward 1. Nothing fancy. Come on, get in there. Alright.
we're going to activate the only ship I have left, which is the ISD, revealing a Navigate. With that Navigate, we're going to hop up to speed 3 and do a little nifty maneuver. That maneuver looks like this. And we're going to land right here. That's it, nothing else special.
I'm going to do the transport over here, squadron. We're going to do the normal shenanigans, passing the token to the assault frigate. And we're going to move forward 1. I'm just going to do a little turn, because that's fun, as I knock everything over. We're going to activate the second assault frigate Mark II. Navigate, use it as a dial. I'm going to spend the squadron token right now, and we're going to move this X-Wing forward. And if I am right, I believe we will be in range. We are. So I'm going to fire on Jendon. So it's 4 blue dice. See how many hits I can get. I've got 2, so you're going to brace that down to 1.
Brace it to 1. I am just out of Dengar range. I've already made my first mistake. It is like a millimeter out of range. If he was there, he would be countering you.
That's kind of what I was looking at, and I figured you didn't get your sleep or eat your Wheaties today, John.
Yeah.
Speed 2, I'm going to do an extra click on the first joint, bringing me over here. So we're going to go ahead and activate Ackbar's frigate. Nav, we're going to take it. I'm not going to spend the squadron dial. I'll do that later. And then we're just going to move 2. I just realized I wasted that nav dial. But that's okay. I did, however, overlap that squadron.
Put him to the front corner.
Over here, John?
No, closer to me.
Here?
Yeah.
Alright. CR90, nav, I'm going to use the dial. I have nothing to shoot. I'm going to increase to speed 4. And I'm going to do this large hook type maneuver. Bringing it all the way over here.
Okay, squadron phase. We're going to start off with Morna. It's going to move over here. We're going to kind of be like this. And is going to attack, because she's rogue, your X-Wing with 3 black dice. For
2 hits.
2 hits so far. We're going to spend the brace to reroll for 3.
Guess I'm taking 3 hits.
And then for my next trick, we're going to move Dengar up to here. To you.
So I'm going to move Jan Ors forward. She's going to plop herself right here. So now she's within range of that X-Wing squadron. And then I'm going to move one of my other X-Wings. And I should be able to be right about there. It should put me engaged with Dengar, because I have to get rid of him now, don't I?
You do.
All right.
We're going to move this TIE Fighter right here, and then we're going to move this other TIE Fighter right here. Like that.
Okay, I am going to this X-Wing squadron to here on the station. I'm going to move this X-Wing squadron right here. I think it should be good.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to now move Zertik to right here, so that now he is got the stuff. And then next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move, I think, my bestest friend to here, so that we are technically not engaged, and I want to engage Jan. Yeah, we're engaged with Jan. And then I'm measuring stuff. No, we're going to actually move right here. Like that.
Okay, and then I'm going to take this X-Wing. Not quite going to be able to be within range of Maarek, but within ours. I think you've got one or two more left to go.
I do. Okay, so here we go. We're going to make Jendon attack that X-Wing with 2 blacks and 2 blues. For take 2.
Okay, so I'm going to use Jan.
Uh-huh.
We'll spend her brace to have me take just 1.
Okay, sounds good. And then we're going to move and splash damage every single one of your X-Wings.
Okay. So there goes the 1, correct?
Yep.
John is on the board already.
And Jan is also was hit by
Was
it.
she hit also?
Yeah. And that is the first squadron phase. End of turn 1. Ken gets a token. I am just out of range. 1 contested outpost token to Ken. Start of turn 2. Pryce has to go last on the Star Destroyer, so the only ship I have is going to be the Quasar. But before we get there, at the beginning of the turn, Thrawn reveals a squadron dial. Surprise! Squadrons. And then we're going to go with Squall. I don't think I need to Squall. All of our fighters are kind of just clumped all together. So we're going to just leave them where they are, because I'm going to be activating a lot of them. I'm revealing a Navigate, and I'm going to be taking it as a token, because I already have a squadron. And then with Thrawn style, expanded hangars, and I'm throwing in the token around, and the token, I'm going to activate 6 squadrons. So let's see what we can do. I think what we're going to do first is we're going to take this guy, and we're going to throw him in to here. And we're going to attack that X-Wing that's right in front of me. Okay. I get 4 dice because of flight controllers, and I have Swarm. For 2 hits so far. 2 hits.
Okay, so we're going to use Jan Brace 1 to make that into 1 hit.
Okay, and then this guy is going to jump forward to there and is going to attack him again. 4. For 3 hits, and I get to reroll 1. For 3 hits.
All right, well, I definitely have to use Jan's other brace now. So that's going to bring it down to 2. See if we can waste a couple more of your fighters' turns of shooting.
Okay, so that is 2. And then we're going to take Dengar. And we're going to move him here, making all of your fighters heavy. And then we're going to attack this X-Wing over there. I have 4 dice again, and someone's engaged with him, so I get Swarm. For 2, and then we're going to reroll this crit. For 2 damage against that X-Wing.
I'm actually going to take the 2.
Bringing you down to what?
To 2.
To 2?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to move Zertik to here. And we're going to attack that X-Wing. Zertik is kind of a wild ball. Red dice. Surprise, he doesn't do damage. Usually he does net damage to my stuff. And I can do damage to a friendly squadron. That's 1 away. Probably going to be a TIE Fighter. And that would allow me to reroll as many as I want. So we're going to start by doing a damage to this guy. And then rerolling all 3 of these. For 2 damage against that guy.
Is this one here?
That guy there.
So I'm going to go ahead and take it.
And that's now 1, 2, 3, 4.
2 more.
2 more fighters. I think we're going to move Jendon over to here. And he's going to attack this far fighter on 2. Yep. For 4 damage.
Okay, so he's dead.
And then I have 1 fighter left, which, actually I could have added another blue in there, I forgot, which is going to be Mithel. Mithel is going to attack the guy on 2 health. For 1 damage, reroll with Swarm for 2 hits.
Okay, so I will spend out one of Jan's braces to make that 1.
Okay. And then I'm going to move. And he's going to move so that he's engaged with all your fighters again. To there. Killing both these X-Wings, doing 1 to that guy, and doing 1 to Jan.
Alright.
Okay, now we go to the Quasar. We are just out of range. And I believe we're going to go speed 1. And just slide forward like that.
I'm going to start with the assault frigate. I have a squadron dial, and I'm going to use some of it. So we're going to start with the X-Wing. I have to attack Zertik, so that's 4 blue dice. I've got 2 hits.
That's going to be 2 damage. And then I counter you for 1. For nothing. Yeah, we'll leave it at nothing.
Okay. So Jan Ors is my second fighter to activate. And she's going to attack Zertik also with 3 blues for 3 hits.
Okay, well, we brace it to 2, and then we counter her. For 1.
Which she has to take.
And I am now on 1 health with Zertik.
So now I'm going to go ahead and fire with the assault frigate. And since I can, I believe I can flak Zertik. So I'm going to. I've got 1 more blue die. Let's see if I can't take one of your squadrons out. I do!
Boom, Zertik down.
Alright, that's 1. Now, I do have a long-range shot at the Star Destroyer as I knock a few squadrons around. Sorry. It is obstructed, so with Ackbar and the quad battery turrets, I do get 4 red and 1 blue. So let's see what I get. I have 2 crits, a hit, and an accuracy. So I am going to prevent you from using your brace.
Okay, we're going to just redirect 3 of that damage over to the right side.
Alright, now, because I was not thinking ahead, I planned out my moves a little incorrectly. So what I'm going to do, I believe I'm going to wind up overlapping him.
Other side.
Yeah, it will be the other side, won't it? Can you lift up?
We're going to squish a lot of fighters.
Definitely overlapping him. And him. I think I'm still hitting the asteroid, but I didn't hit myself. So you can place those and I'll take a damage. And in case anyone's wondering, it is a compartment fire. So I can't ready any defense tokens. John, you're going to love this.
Yes, I think I am.
Alright, so we're going to start by activating this guy back here. We've got a nav token. He's going to, or nav dial, he's going to take it, pass it over to the assault frigate, and then move speed 1. Do a little turn. Staying on the board. And then the other guy has a nav. I'm going to actually use the dial, and I'm going to increase to speed 2. And do this. That'll keep me more or less kind of close. Now it's going to activate the CR90. Navigate, we'll use it as a dial. So we do have some shots. I've got the front of the Quasar double arced, but we are at long range. So the first shot will be, I'm going to fire from the side, so that's 1 red. Let's see what I can do. Nothing, but I will TRC that and make it into a double.
We're going to redirect both those damage to this. Actually, hold on. Before I could jump ahead of myself, we're going to Brunson because of this thing and toss it out the airlock.
Alright.
No damage.
So, second shot, front 2 reds. Let's see what I can do with this. And that's a double. And I can TRC 90 again.
No, only once.
Is that once per turn?
Yeah, that's got errated.
Ah, okay. So I can't TRC 90, but I can still hit you with 2.
So we brace it and we redirect it, and we're going to place 1 damage over to here.
Now I have to do some maneuvering. So I'm going to stay at speed 4. And we're going to... I'm going to temporarily remove this here.
I'm just going to start marking stuff because Ken's decided to fly his ship through the very heart of this entire battle.
So we're going to do something like this. So let's see if we can do this in a way where we don't knock everything over.
You're going to land on him.
I'm going to land on
regardless,
him.
So
yeah.
we'll move him.
And it's going to look something like...
And then you're going to land on these two too?
Yep.
And do you want me to move it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Up, lift it up just slightly. Right there.
All right.
So we got to place everything. So we're going to first, I want to see where I have line of sight to. Medium to there. So we're going to blast in through your side. Like that. That seems pretty good.
Alright. So now time to activate Admiral Ackbar Squadrons, which is great. So I'm going to just not use that. And I have one shot from my side into the front of the Star Destroyer. It is long range, but with Ackbar and the quad battery turrets, I'm rolling 5 reds and a blue. So let's see what I can do with this. And I got a bunch of hits, so that's 4 hits, plus a crit and an accuracy. You may not use your good redirect.
Okay, we're going to brace it to 3. And just take 3 to the front.
Okay. And I've got no other shots, so I'm going to spend my navigate token. I'm just going to drop to speed 1 and move forward 1.
Okay, this is the Pryce turn, so she had to go last, so that's what we're going to do. We got a navigate, and we also have a Thrawn dial. So what we're going to do to start off is we're going to move Mora forward. And Mora is going to shoot into your side with 3 blues. For 0 damage so far, so we're going to spend Mora's token to reroll all of that. For 1 hit, and you can't redirect. Or you can, I don't care. Can't. 1 damage.
I can't. Alright, so I'm going to take the 1 damage onto that side shield. If I turn it the right way, it'll show 1.
Okay. And then...
That should be 2 now, 3. Some loose tiles here, John.
Yeah, they are. We're going to move Jendon over to here.
I think I know what's going to happen next.
And then we're going to do that exact same thing again. For 2. And we're going to spend this again. So we spend it out, but her special ability is when she activates, she gets it back. So we're probably going to get it back when I activate the Star Destroyer. For 2 damage into your side.
So I'm going to redirect that to the rear.
Okay.
No. Redirect it to the front. So that puts me to 0 there.
Okay. So theoretically I need what? We're at medium range. We'll find out. So now we're going to make the medium range shot into your side. 4 reds, 4 blues. We'll see how my dice treat me. I need what? 4, 5, 6, theoretically 7 damage.
Yeah.
Or some accuracy. That's not going to do it. So I have 6 damage.
So we are going to force you to re-roll the red crit.
Into a crit.
Alright. You're hitting the side, correct?
Correct.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spend out the redirect to reduce that by 1 by shoving it to the back. So there's 1, 2 goes onto this side, and then how many is that left?
You still have... Actually, it's dead.
That's 4, yeah, that'd be
Yeah, it
dead.
kills it.
So if anyone's interested, of course,
It was going to be dead regardless.
it was going to be dead regardless, folks, because all I do is get structural damages.
Because the
so-
7 damage rolled into a damage.
Yes.
That was the...
Okay. Yay. That is one dead CR90.
Okay.
This is going to be a quick game, folks.
And then we're going to use the front of the ISD again. This is going to be long range, and we're going to be shooting against the side of your Ackbar ship.
Okay.
And it's got obstruction, so it's only going to be 3 reds from long range. For can't spend your evade, take 1.
Taking 1. Alright, we'll just take the 1.
And then we got to figure out where I want to move. I think I'm going to run over Jendon, the hero of the Empire, and move
I'm okay
here.
with that.
Dropping to speed 2.
Okay, we're going to put Jendon back over here.
And I believe that's the end of turn 2.
Yeah.
And while we're here, I just measured. So this ship is out.
Yeah.
We are
Good.
tied. No points go to
No
anyone.
points.
Start of turn 3. And Thrawn's going to reveal, I know, big surprise, a squadron. Then we're going to activate Pryce again on the Thrawn flagship, revealing a navigate. We're going to use it as a dial. And then we're going to start using Thrawn things. And this is kind of a jerk move. But we're going to lift Mithril up and drop Mithril down, doing killing Jan.
Yep.
Doing a damage to the X-Wing.
Yep.
And then we're going to attack the X-Wing.
Because that's what fighters do.
Yep. For 1 damage with Swarm, 1 damage.
So the X-Wing sits there.
Man, he's still alive. What a jerk.
He's going to intentionally force you to spend at least 1 more squadron.
I mean, I got plenty of them. Okay, and then the rest of this nonsense. We're going to start off by activating Mora. Mora is going to fly over and is going to gain her token back and land right here and is going to attack into your side.
Mm-hmm.
3 blues for 2 hits. Let's spend it. Let's re-roll it. Why not, right? Why not? 3 hits into your side.
So I am going to redirect 2 to the rear and take 1 on the side.
Okay. And then we're going to move Maarek, hero of the Empire, in to right here. And he's going to attack your side for take 2 criticals.
I don't like that very much, but I don't really have much choice, do I? Okay, I'm going to brace that to 1 and take 1 on the side shield, so I no side shield anymore.
Okay. And then we're going to move Jendon, because Jendon's Jendon. And Jendon's going to move just far enough that he's gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And then also using that asteroid as cover. And I think we're going to activate Maarek again. We'll activate Maarek.
Wow, that's a surprise, John. I would
know.
never have seen
well,
that
it's
coming.
it's hard. I could possibly get 3, or I could possibly get a crit in if you don't start spending things. So, take 2 crits.
All right, so I am going to burn the redirect to put both onto the front shield.
Okay, so that's all 4 of my squadron activations. And now we're going to activate, and it's going to be... No, it's not obstructed, is it?
No, because the station does not obstruct attacks.
Beautiful. So I get to roll a full close-range volley into your side.
Yes, you do. This is going to be painful.
So here we go. We'll see. How much damage do I need to get? How much health do you have?
You need to do 6 total, and I do have a brace. So you need an accuracy or 12.
Well, you have ECM, so...
That I do.
Here we go. A lot lots of accuracy, so we just spend them and block both of your things. Surprise. And then you take 5 with crits.
Okay, so we're going to spend ECM and spend out the brace, so that's 3 I have to take?
Yep, with a crit.
So, the crit is faulty countermeasures. I cannot spend exhausted defense tokens. Wow. And then 2 more. At least it's still alive.
Okay, and then we're going to take another close range shot into the butt of your other ship. And also, not obstructed.
And this is... Are we at medium range or is this close?
It's close.
That's close, guys. Wow.
Yep. So we're going to block out all 3 of your things, and you're going to take 5 with a crit.
5 with the crit. So what I think I'm going to do is spend ECM to use my redirect, push 3 over to the side here, and take 2 on the rear, so no internal hits.
Okay, sounds
I'm going
good.
to actually get rid of that piece.
Yep. And then we're going to do this, which I believe rams you. Do you mind just moving Mithril? He's fine. You got it?
Okay, that's a ram.
Definitely a ram. And then
Yeah, I think that's a ram too. Yeah.
that's a ram. Then I get to stay right where I am, right where I want to be, on the station, doing a damage to you and to me.
At least I'm still alive.
5,
2.
2? Wow.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
not your usual
Not
one.
my usual
yet.
1.
So you might actually destroy it next. So
Okay.
we're going to activate Ackbar's flagship, because if I don't do it now, it's going to be gone. I do have an engineering, though. So that gives me 4 points. We are going to get rid of faulty countermeasures. And with 1 more point, I think I'm going to swing this front shield and push it to the side. All right. Now I'm going to fire. I do have from the side, I can hit both the side and the front of your Star Destroyer. So let me go ahead and start with, I'm going to go my side to your front. So with quad battery and Ackbar, I've got 5 red and a blue. And I have 2, 4, 6 hits. 2 of those are crits.
Okay, we're going to brace it and we're going to redirect it.
Okay.
So we're going to take 3, so 1, 2, 3.
And I'm going to do the exact same thing
You do not have advanced gunnery.
to your side.
Right, so you can't attack with that specific one to the same ship. From
Oh,
the
this
same
is,
zone.
yeah, right.
That's advanced gunnery.
So we're going to shoot, I guess we're just going to flak out squadrons then. So
1.
yeah, it's 1 blue. Let's try hit Maarek. That's a hit.
Yep.
And Morna is also a hit.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to move forward 1. And you can kill me next turn then.
Yep. That's the plan.
I'm going to keep my squadron token though.
Okay, well, we're going to go with the Quasar, my last ship. We have a squadron, so we're going to convert the Thrawn dial into a squadron token and then use this one to activate the remainder of my squadrons. I only have 3 left, so what we're going to start off with is this guy is going to come up. He's going to land on the station like this, and he's going to shoot at that X-Wing with 4 blue dice.
Did you recover one of your hull points? Station doesn't do that.
Ah, yes, you're correct. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to just stay at 2, and in that case, then I'm going to keep him closer. There's no reason to fly over there. We'll fly right there. for 2 damage, killing him. Then the remainder of my stuff, we're going to fly this guy into your back, and we're going to hit you with a hit.
Gotta take it.
And then this tie is going to fly over to here, and he's going to hit you too. For a hit.
Okay.
And then, do I want to jump up to? Oh, sorry. I get to shoot first. We're going to.
Oh, I was hoping you would have forgotten.
Yeah, shoot you with 3 dice. For you can't use your. I don't care. Evade. Take 2.
Use the evade. Alright, so if I'm taking 2, I have 3 shields on that side. Oh, let's go ahead and make it 1. And we'll just take the 1 over here.
And then we're going to do this. And jump up to speed 2.
Activating the GR-75 transport. I have an engineering dial. Taking it as a token, we're going to pass it over to this guy because we are clearly within range. And then this little guy's just going to move forward 2. Although he's going to not quite move forward 2, but we're going to do a little jig like so. The other GR-75, also engineering, also taking the token. He's going to pass it to the assault frigate here, and then he is going to just mosey on at speed 1. Now we're going to go ahead and activate this guy. Engineering, I'm going to use it, and actually I've got a token too now that I think about it. So that's 6 engineering points. So we're going to spend all that. And I'm going to actually spend 3 to get rid of compartment fire, 2 to give me a shield on the back here, and I think I'm going to, I think that's going to wind up getting, no, I'm going to move 1 from the front to the side over here. I somehow think that's going to be my smartest thing to do.
Okay.
So now I do have the front of the Quasar double arc. So I'm going to fire from my front to your front, then my side to your front. So that's going to be first with 2 reds to your front.
Okay.
Double hit.
Okay, we're going to brace it and redirect it to this far side.
And then same thing again from my side now to your front. 3 red and a blue. So that's 2 accuracy, so you can't use either one of your tokens, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and 2 hits.
I Brunson it to 1.
Okay, and now I'm going to move, and this is where we're going to get really interesting, because this is going to be really close.
Okay, I'm going to lift my ship out.
Go ahead.
And then I'm going to mark both of our points down.
Okay.
Okay, then can you put my ship back?
I make it.
You make it. Okay, end of turn 3. Clearly I'm on the station and you're close enough to the station, so we both are contesting it. No tokens to either player. Okay, so start of round, now what is it, 4?
4.
We're going to use a Thrawn dial, which is, big surprise, Squadrons. And then we're going to activate the ISD, who's doing an engineering, and is going to add 2 more shields onto my front. now let's do the squadrons. So we're going to start off by activating Mora, and Mora is going to attack into your side here. So that's going to be 3 blue dice for 3 hits.
Okay, so I lose the shield and take 2. So it's still alive.
Just barely.
Just barely.
So the reason I did that is I wasn't going to get a Mora into range, but now we're going to move Mora to here. Like that. Okay, now our next ship we're going to activate is going to be, I believe, let's move Dengar. Dengar is going to fly as far as he can, which is 4, so right up against the butt of your ship, like that, and he's going to roll a black dice into your butt for a hit.
I will... Yeah. I think I'm just going to take it.
Beautiful. Just what I wanted to hear. So that's 2 activations. And then Hero of the Empire is going to come soaring through to... We'll just move him here. And he's going to hit you with 2 dice into your butt for an accuracy. So we're going to block out your redirect, and then we're going to give you a critical.
So I am stuck with the critical, and the critical is point defense failure. So I have to remove 1 die of my choice. I no longer have any anti-ship weaponry.
Perfect. It's delightful. And then we're going to move Jendon as far as he's going to be able to move, like to there. And then guess who's going to attack again? Hero of the Empire into your backside. For take a hit and a crit.
So I'm going to spend the redirect and put both to the side.
Okay, you're down to 1 shield on that side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to make some attacks. We're going to start off with this attack into the side, which is a full front. So I need what? 3
1.
1 damage?
1 damage.
Okay. Bam! Of course, it's almost hits on everything. So 7 damage and a crit.
Okay, well, the crit is thrust control malfunction, and it's dead.
Okay, and now we're going to make a long-range shot from my ISD into your rear. It is obstructed by that asteroid, so it's only going to be 3 red dice.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to use stuff on this. For a hit and a double hit.
So let's go ahead and cancel out the double. And you said it's just a single hit?
It's just a single crit.
Single crit. I hate this. I'm going to take it, though. So it is crew panic. So before I reveal a command dial, I must either suffer 1 damage or discard the dial. If I discard it, do not reveal a dial this round. That is going to hurt.
Well, a damage can just be applied to any shield zone.
True, but still.
Okay, now we're gonna move, and I think we're gonna start turning because we got a ship to take out. So I'm gonna just slide him, and we're gonna go. Do you mind just moving me?
About there.
That looks good. And that's my turn.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and activate the assault frigate before it dies. I am going to go ahead and reveal a nav dial. I'm going to suffer my damage on the front shield. And let's see, now what do I have to do here? I'm realizing how much trouble I really am in. So, alright, I'm going to fire out the side at the Quasar using 3 red and a blue. Let's see what happens. I've got 4 hits, 3 of them are crits.
Brace it to 2. And then redirect both of them to the side.
And as much as I would love to then flak squadrons, I can't because of the point defense failure. So I guess I'm just going to take a pot shot of 2 reds, and I'm going to fire those at the front of the Star Destroyer.
Okay.
So here we go.
Oh, man. So we're going to brace it, and then just take it to the front. You needed it on the other
I really
shot.
did. I really did. All right, let's see if I can avoid this asteroid. And I think, unfortunately, the only way to do it, I don't want to do.
Theoretically jump to speed 3.
That's my other thought.
I don't think it really changes your... Yeah, that's going to definitely hit it. Both ways. That may not.
No, that will.
Yeah.
So I could
Drop to speed 1.
drop to speed 1 and do
Just use...
one extremely tight turn, like so. So there we go. Your turn, John. Go ahead and beat it up.
Okay, here we go. I am going to try to kill this. The Quasar. I'm announcing that I'm going to activate the Quasar. And then I can activate things that are at range medium to move. So we're going to move our friend here to there. That's 1. And then this friend to about here. That's too far. We'll move him there. And then this farther guy, he's going to move up to here. So that's my 3 Squall activations to move things closer, to get things into range. Then we're going to reveal a squadron. We already got the Thrawn one, and I got a token. I think we're only going to need to activate 3, so we're just going to use the 3. So let's do this. First, Zertik is going to come in. He's going to tuck in here, and he's going to attack your butt for a hit.
Well, I kind of have to spend the redirect here.
I'm redirecting it to here. Now your entire sides and stuff don't have shields. Then we're going to move the guy from farther back to here.
I don't think that ISD is going to matter.
And then we're going to attack you with the TIE Fighter for a miss. Bum, 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 bum. And then we're going to activate the other guy. He's going to come into here. And he's going to attack you as well for a miss. So now, close range, into your butt, 3 blue dice. For block your brace, take 2.
So that does kill it.
Well, you have ECMs, technically you can.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So, yeah, if I ECM it, then that's just regular hits, right?
Correct.
All right, so, nope, not dead yet.
Not dead yet. So now I have to attempt to ram it.
Yeah, which you probably will succeed.
That is going to land on your speed dial. So
all right, we both take a damage.
And fall back 1 to here, crunching these fighters.
But it doesn't really matter because this guy's gone, and that tables your fleet that I'm controlling.
Yes, it does. Good
All
game.
right, good game, John.
So into round 4 is a table, and I am in range of the station and score an objective token.
Well, there you have it. John won and lost at the same time because they're his fleets. That was not mine. that's a mean, aggressive squadron ball.
Yeah, so this is the first time you've faced an actual, like, 2-ship list.
That is correct.
Okay, so 2-ship used to be everywhere like a year ago before the Super and before the Onager and the Starhawk.
Mm-hmm.
The Onager and the Starhawk and the Super have enough flak power to flak down the squadrons, especially with LTT or Link Triple Towers. Huge, because then you just say that squadron and you roll extra dice into it, and it's beautiful.
One of my Onager lists I'd take that Quasar down in 2 turns, and that would eliminate a lot of your ability to use your squadrons.
Yes. And with only 2 activations, it becomes more difficult to do, especially with the Pryce, because you're then allowing them to possibly with the Onager. So if you saw, like, I got to hold back, like, I got to go fast, and then I knew I was only going to have to suffer 1 attack from you before I was in your face hitting.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hit really hard. I just don't like 2-ship. Not many people do, except the people that really like playing it. There's different variants of it. There's a 2-ship that uses a interdictor, and then you put a lot of times the Pryce on the Quasar just to push fighter power, and then it changes the fighter complement to more bomber focused. Or you use Sloan.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I just love facing 2-ship with my Sloan list because I know I can eat them. And a lot of times they don't realize it when you just look across the board at generic TIE interceptors, and you're like, go ahead, attack me, counter 4. And then whatever survives, I'm going to hit you with 6 from my Quasar.
It was surprising to me how quickly my X-Wings just disappeared. And that Dengar combo with Mauler Mithel is really lethal. Because you love to leave stuff at 1 health.
Yeah, and he
so
just cleans it up for
friend.
me.
He's great.
That 1 drop and I killed like
3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we appreciate in the comments you guys had asked for it. Here you have it. You could see how well it did do. I would absolutely love to play this again versus one of my Onager fleets.
Okay.
And then we'll see how John can take me down doing that, because that's hilarious. But all in all, it was a frustrating game because of the squadrons. I mean, it is what it is.
Yes.
But nonetheless, you guys wanted to see it, so you got it.
Yeah. So another reason why I designed your fleet how it is just to demonstrate, because Ken had me way out activated, and then in each individual round you had me completely out activated. You had like 5 activations to start with,
right?
Versus my 2. So look how powerful Pryce was, that I could just move my Quasar 1 and then hit you first, last, every single turn, pretty much guaranteed on turn 2 into turn 3, which is where I'm going to do the majority of my damage.
It was also one of those things where it was really weird for me, because I'm used to you playing a lot more defensively, and this was almost like playing someone else. Because it was not a typical John style of play, other than the fact that you had the fun combos that just threw tons of dice and blew stuff up. But, you usually like to tuck into a corner and then destroy me on turn 3 and 4.
Yeah. So, looking at it, something that you could change easily is taking expanded hangars off and then putting leading shots onto the Star Destroyer. Because I had quite a few blanks that were accuracies that were useless because we were so close. I could re-roll that. Probably is what I should have done, but it is what it is.
He'll do that the next time he brings his fleet out. So.
I like dominating the fighter. That's why I play slow. So if you have any other lists that you would like us to run, we have some ideas in our head. I'd rather not play super stupid competitive lists. If you want jank all day. If you want a competitive list, ask nicely and we'll throw it up there. Yeah. Any other thoughts?
Not really, other than, once again, we're back playing more Armada. So you can tell we're still a little rusty on some of the rules because we had a 2-3 month hiatus. So I figure by the next video we'll actually be back to normal. And now that we've got a couple of games back on our belt, I do believe we're going to see another campaign in the not too distant future.
Correct.
So be looking forward to that, and we're looking forward to giving you step-by-step action of another Rebellion in the Rim.
Yep. Okay, I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And you've been watching Ion Radio.